Hey, Mussies! Alright, I'm back with part 2 of my Godzilla Bootleg and Knockoff collection. A lot of these I don't have names for, so I make up my own nicknames. If you know any internet nicknames for any of these toys I'm about to show you here, let me know in the comments. But I call this one right here GrinchZilla, because he kind of looks like Dr. Seuss's Grinch. Or I call him ClownZilla, because the paint job is just so crazy. Now I got this before I realized that there was other variations out there of this figure, and now I kind of regret it because it's so goofy looking. I thought it was like maybe the only kind out there and it was going to become a rare item, so I rushed to get it. And then, of course, there's ones that are all solid colored. But as for articulation, the arms and the legs that do full 360s. It looks like the tail's supposed to move, but it's got a glue seal around it. As for the material itself, this is extremely soft. It's almost like a chew toy. It's probably a dog toy, honestly. Although I would never give this to a dog or any animal, because who knows what kind of toxic material this is made out of. Alright, the next few items I have here are some really vintage Godzilla knockoffs. This is battery-operated Dinosaur Rex. You plug several AA batteries into his butt, and he walks, he thrashes about his arms, his teeth chatter, and his eyes light up. The chattering, I assume, is supposed to represent a roaring sound. It's also really unique because this is a little bit of everything. It's a mechanical toy. It's also got a soft, furry outer shell. I don't know, what more could you want from a knockoff? But if you look at this and you say, yeah, it's cool, giant musties, but it doesn't really look like Godzilla. It looks just like a T-Rex. Well, this same company also made Big Rex. Now, you've probably seen pictures of this before here. It's a giant T-Rex-like dinosaur. But what really makes it Godzilla-ish is the gimmick, which we'll get to in a second. It's got these tree branches attached to his feet for balance. Now, it walks, it moves its arms, it turns its head, roars, it moves his jaw, his eyes light up. But you plug batteries into his tail. But the main feature, if you drop a little bit of vegetable oil, according to this label, into the top of his head here, there's a coil inside, it vaporizes it, and he blows steam out of his mouth. Now, this is the only time I'm ever going to do this, but I'll drop some water in here for you and get it going. And then I have a couple Soma figures. Soma, imagine a Soma. This purple Barney looking Soma has articulation with his arms, able to do a full 360. Its legs can do almost 90 degrees, and its head. You can see on the bottom of his feet, it says it's made by Soma, made in China. And there's also this black Soma figure. It does not have articulation in its neck, but it does have articulation in his tail, and his arms and his legs can both do a full 360. This one has a more lizard-like look to it, at least in its neck area. And then we have this dinosaur toy. It's actually a fairly heavy figure. It's hollow on the inside. It's definitely got like a hollow stomach or neck. You could probably take a little army figures and make them eat them. So is this a T-Rex, a Stegosaurus, a Spinosaurus perhaps? Or is this a Godzilla knockoff? Alright, the next couple items are really sketchy and up for debate in the comment section whether or not you actually think these are Godzilla knockoffs. But first up, I found this plush stuffed animal at Target. It was in the furniture section. It was a display piece. But I saw this, I was like, is it a dragon? Is it Godzilla? Is it just a dinosaur? What do you think it is? And then I also scooped up this 10-cent bag here at Toys R Us long before they went out of business. So this is what I mean where the fine line is. Is it just a dinosaur with spikes? Or was this perhaps unintentionally inspired by Godzilla? Maybe whoever designed this bag subconsciously had Godzilla on the mind. Let me know in the comments what do you think about these two items. Alright, just a couple more, then I'm out of here for today. Here I have this Godzilla Humidifier. It doesn't work. I saw it on Amazon. It had very poor ratings. Actually, there was only one rating, but it was 1 star. So I wasn't expecting much for this. It does not humidify like it's supposed to. However, it does light up. The light changes colors the longer it runs. I would like to find a way to get this running, and if I ever do, I'll give you an update. But for right now, it's just a little nightlight. Not that I actually use it as a night light. In addition to the downside that this doesn't work, the other problem is the adapter sticks out directly below the figure. And so you can't really plug this in without it being lopsided. So you're gonna have to pardon me as I put this on top of some cans of soup, so that way the adapter can stick down low enough and we can balance this out. It's really ridiculous. I should probably be doing this at night to give you a better look. If I get the humidifier working, I will do this again at night. You can see the light coming out the base area. Not so much throughout the body, a little bit in the stomach. You can see where the mist would come out of the mouth. That lights up too. Finally, to wrap up this video, we have this birthday card. It speaks for itself. Alright, Musties, if you have any of these, would you even consider getting any of these? Stay tuned for part 3.